Hello students, welcome back again with the same topic. We were discussing about osmotic pressure. Okay, and we have discussed the term what is osmosis. Okay, so let's compare osmosis with the diffusion, because there is a difference between the osmosis and diffusion, although both look similar, but the main difference is that in osmosis semi-permeable membrane is required. Okay, and the movement of the solvent molecules is taking place from high concentration to the low concentration, whereas in case of diffusion no SPM is required and movement of both solute as well as solvent molecules can take place, and it is from, you can say, from the low concentration to the high concentration. Okay, so this is the basically main difference between the two. And diffusion, it cannot be reversed, it cannot be reversed back. It can only take place in one direction, and it's possible with liquids as well as gases. But osmosis, it cannot, it can be reversed and takes place only with the liquids. Okay, that's why we are always using the term solvent molecule. So let's understand the concept of osmotic pressure. Now, osmotic pressure is the result of osmosis only. Okay, so let's understand how. So let's consider the container in which we will take the porous port. Okay, and this is enclosed by the SPM. Here we have taken the SPM of copper, ferro, silate. Okay, and this is the sugar solution that we have taken. Fine. So this is the arrangement, and here the water is present. Okay, now what will happen? After some time you will find if the level is still here. Okay, this is the initial level. Fine. Now what will happen? Osmosis will take place. The movement of the solvent molecules will take place from the water to the solution side, that is sugar solution. Now initially the level is still here. Now after some time you will observe that the level has rises in the sugar solution, and it becomes constant after some time. After that you will not find any rise in the level of the solution. It means at one particular temperature osmosis, that particular rise in level will stop. It means osmosis will stop at that time. And why this level is rising? Let's see, now the level is still here. This is final level. Why this is taking place? This is due to the hydrostatic pressure that is getting developed due to osmosis. Okay, hydrostatic is basically, hydro is coming from the water. So it is basically osmosis is taking place. Due to that the pressure is getting created. So that is the hydrostatic pressure created by the movement of the solvent molecules. That is the water molecule. That's why it's hydrostatic. So this pressure, hydrostatic pressure developed here, is known as osmotic pressure. Okay. So this is known as your osmotic pressure. So let's see. Okay, so this is the term with respect to this porous port and all these things. Now let's understand in different terms. Okay, this is the, you can see this is the hydrostatic pressure. This is one definition of osmotic pressure. Hydrostatic pressure developed due to osmosis at one particular temperature. After that you will not find any osmosis is taking place. Okay, it will become constant. Fine. So this is one of the definition. Now let's see according to the another way. Let's take the another way round of the alternative definition. Okay, between the solution and the solvent. So let's understand. Let's take the two compartments. Okay, here this is separated by SPM. This is SPM Here it is fixed with one narrow tube. This is your narrow tube. Okay, attached in the solvent compartment. This is solvent here, pure solvent. Fine. And here we'll take the wider tube. Okay. And here we will apply external pressure, P external, pressure from outside. Fine. Okay. And here solution is present. Here solvent, here solution. Now what will happen? Osmosis will take place because there is a difference in the vapor pressure of both solution as well as the solvent. Difference is there. So osmosis will start taking place. That is the movement of the solvent molecules from the solvent to the solution side. Yes, this will take place. Now here we will define we are applying the pressure from outside, that is to the solution side, so that the entry of the solvent molecules can be stopped. Okay, can be stopped to prevent the entry of the solvent molecules to enter into the solution. So this pressure is known as osmotic pressure. That is the external pressure which has been applied to the solution side so that the entry of the solvent molecules can be stopped. Or you can say that to stop the osmosis process. That is also the osmotic pressure. Okay, so how we will define? Osmotic pressure is the pressure. Osmotic pressure. Basically it is represented by capital pi. Okay, one is your small pi like this. Like small letters, capital letters are there. One is capital one like this. This is capital. Okay, so this capital pi is your osmotic pressure. Is defined as the external pressure. Okay, it is the external pressure that has to be applied on the solution side to prevent the osmosis of the solvent into it through a semi-permeable membrane. External pressure that has to be applied on solution side to prevent the entry of solvent molecules into it or to stop osmosis through a SPM. Okay, so it can be defined in two ways. One we have defined in terms of it's a hydrostatic pressure that has been developed due to osmosis at a one particular temperature, at a given temperature. And here when we are talking in terms of our solution, that is a difference in the vapor pressure is there. In that also difference is there in the vapor pressure. So here we are defining in terms of two different solutions having different concentration. Fine, that external pressure has to be applied on the solution side, this side, to prevent the entry of the solvent molecules into solution, that is into it. Okay, to stop, or you can say to stop osmosis, or to stop osmosis through SPM. So basically the pressure applied to stop the osmosis is known as osmotic pressure. Okay, so I hope, am I clear till here? Now let's see the reverse osmosis. What is reverse osmosis? So now everyone at home are aware with the RO that we are using at home for purifying the water. Yes? So what is that RO? That RO is based on the process osmosis. Okay, reverse osmosis. That is RO. We are saying we are drinking RO water. So what is that water? It is that reverse osmosis. It's based on reverse osmosis process. Now, as we are saying reverse osmosis, it means it's a reverse, totally opposite of the osmosis. Okay, in osmosis what is happening? Movement of the solvent molecules taking place from the solvent side to the solution side. Now here what will happen? Suppose if we apply the pressure, because how osmosis is happening? Due to the osmotic pressure. If we apply the pressure higher than the osmotic pressure, then the reverse osmosis will take place. Let's see how. in reverse osmosis you can say pressure higher than the osmotic pressure is applied on solution side. So let's consider the two compartments here, SPM. Here we are having. So let's say what is the application of this. Here let's say we will take solvent, solution. Solution can be anything, fine. So here we need to apply pressure. Pressure P external greater than osmotic pressure. Fine. Now what will happen? If you apply the pressure greater than the osmotic pressure on the solution side, then what will happen? Osmosis will get stopped. Okay. Now what will happen? Instead of the solvent molecules which are supposed to come out from the solvent side, now from the solution side, you can say, from the solution side, the solvent molecules will move into the solvent side. Okay, and here specially, you can say specially designed SPM has to be used, that is basically of cellulose acetate. Cellulose acetate. Cellulose is the polysaccharide, that is it's one of the carbohydrate which is having more members, or you can say infinite number of that carbohydrate unit is the infinite number of glucose units. So that is your cellulose. Okay, it's a polymer of carbohydrate. Fine. So many units are attached. Fine. Okay. So now pressure on this side, we are applying more pressure than the external, than the osmotic pressure. Now what will happen? Instead of this molecules to come here, now the solvent molecules will start moving from the solution side to the pure solvent side. So that all the impurities, whatever is present in the solution as an impurity, like salt impurity or in sugar, whatever particle impurity is there, so it will move out, it will left here and all the solvent molecules will move here. So solvent molecules will start moving from here. You can say that from the solution side to the solvent side. So then we'll get only the pure solvent. So this basically, this process, reverse osmosis, is, what is this application? It's known, it's used in process of desalination of water. That is which water? Sea water. Desalination of sea water. Desalination means, D will always know when we are using word D, it means removal. So removal of salt from sea water or salt solution, so that it can made for drinking purposes. Okay, so that the water can be, you can say, fit for the drinking purpose, or it just, you can say, made a potable water can made from the this desalination process. So this is happening in the reverse osmosis RO. So whatever the water is there, so it is removing all the impurities by reverse osmosis, and the whatever water is left, impurities will remain there on the solution side, and the whatever water we are getting, we are drinking, or that is fit for the drinking purpose, it's the pure water. That's why we are saying RO gives us pure water. Okay, so many processes are involved. So basic purpose, basic principle behind RO is this osmotic pressure, that is reverse osmosis. Fine. So this is happening in the reverse osmosis, and the best way to remove the salt or the impurities from the salt water. So basically this process is used for the removal of salt from the salt water and made it fit for the drinking purpose. Okay, so this is about the reverse osmosis. Now let's talk about the so now we have to start with the theory of osmosis, that what is osmotic pressure and all. So I hope I am clear till here. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.